I am going to show a couple of gifts that I got this week and last week. Very excited about that. Hi, hello Tanya. Dreaming, but maybe one day I'll be there. You're going to get there. You're going to get there at Long Island. Nice. You're welcome, Lisa. Waiting to learn more. You've really helped me get moving in the right direction. That is awesome. Southern Illinois. Hello, Wendy. So tell me, how is everybody? Has it been a great day? Had a really good Sunday. Hi from Arizona. Hello, Mike, Wendy. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. DM says the channel is blowing up. I am so thankful and grateful that people are getting this message about velocity banking. I am so excited that so many people are learning. If Melody is on, I think she's supposed to be on. She's on my Facebook community, the private community. If you haven't been on there to join yet, you can go there. Melody is the one that gave me this awesome little metal sign behind me. Thank you, Melody. It's beautiful. There's Long Island, New York. We've got Brooklyn, New York, Savannah, Georgia, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Maine. Oh my goodness. Everyone from North Carolina, hello. This is awesome. So glad that you're sharing where you are. Christiansburg, Virginia. That's not very far from me. Burleson, Texas, North Carolina, New Jersey, Louisiana, Montreal, Canada. Wow, Puerto Rico, hello. Hello, Florida. I just got back from Miami. Greenville, South Carolina. Did I see Southern Africa? I should have slowed this chat down a little bit. Oh my goodness, so many are joining us. I'm so excited that you are with me today, and I know it's been a while since I've been on. It has been a crazy month of October. Are you guys doing Halloween? Are we playing dress up? Do we have parties going on? What's happening? I want to know all about it. Katy, Texas. Oh, we got Riverton, Wyoming. Wow. That is so awesome. Seattle, hello. Chicago, hello. I think we've got every state in the house almost on here tonight. That is awesome. That is so awesome. Good. I'm glad you went to church. I'm glad you had a good church day. I'm scared you'll get canceled. No Halloween. Doing Uber on Halloween night. That sounds scary in itself. People have different ideas about Halloween. I think that if you don't take it too far, it's okay. I mean, the little kids love to go trick-or-treating, and, you know, I don't feel like I'm worshiping Satan if I allow my daughter to trick-or-treat, but I know some people, different strokes for different folks, and I get it. I don't worship anyone but God, and everybody that watches my channel knows that, so I don't have a problem with it. Oh, talking my wife into velocity banking, I know what you mean. I have a lot of people like you. Martha's Vineyard? No way, Paula. Wow. Ecuador, my daughter just got back from there. How fun is that? Oh my goodness, this should be taught in school. They want us dumb and in debt. Well, yeah, it does help the rich get richer, doesn't it? London in UK. Wow, I'm in my jammies, staying up till 1 a.m. Bit cold here, but I'm poised like a coiled spring. All right. Been having a fantastic binge on YouTube this evening. Chris Noggle is a... Plus the cat, yes, he does have the black cat. He's pretty awesome. Oh, New Jersey, wow. We have just got all you guys in here. Jesus, the scariest thing on Halloween is one income from a W-2 job. Absolutely, I tend to agree, yes. I'm hoping that I've got everything set up here like it needs to be. Can everybody see my sign? I just love that. Thank you so much, Melody. She sent me, I've got to find it. Oh, I put it over there. I'll go grab it in just a second. Got the cutest t-shirt. She was making fun because I always say, you're precious. Because to me, people are precious. And so I have a lot of precious clients that I deal with. And so she sent me a shirt that has precious and an arrow pointing up to me. Now that is precious. Thank you, Melody. I love it, love it. I'm going to pull this down a little so I can be a little closer. Okay. Are we looking good? Okay, so I know Melody, she is on my private Facebook group, and she sent me that. I thought that was so kind. I am not concerned about being canceled. If I am, then it's the Lord's will, right? I'm just trying to help the people, and I'm just trying to help the people to get a little bit of peace, and as many as we can hit, as fast as we can hit, then wow. Oh, I met Dr. Steve Turley this week. I was with Alex too. Yes. Those guys are pretty great, I guess. Oh my gosh, Alex proposed to his girlfriend while I was with him. I have the recording of that. That was so exciting. I might have to post that on my YouTube. I'll ask him if that's okay. But he did get engaged, and she's beautiful, beautiful spirit, beautiful couple, and I got it all on video. We surprised her. It was such a fun night. We had a good time. We had a really, really good time. Hold on just a second. We'll walk over here and get the t-shirt. Okay, so here's the t-shirt. Did you get a good picture of it? Okay. So, Melody from my Facebook group, she got me this. I thought it was so cute. I just love it. I love it. She also got the sign, like I said. And she got me some glasses. Now, I hate to fly, okay? I hate to fly. And she bought me these glasses that help with nausea. Right? I forgot them. I literally forgot them. So I used earplugs, and that helped this time, so I wasn't so sick when I went on the airplane. I'm moving this down. I can't get comfortable here. How's this? Is this better? Is this better? Okay. Okay. So tell me, what questions you guys have right quick. Oh, before I forget, the 6-week course is going to be starting this week, but we're going to stop all, are we stopping it? I think we're going to stop it tomorrow, or the 31st. We're going to not allow anybody else into the group because it's getting quite large. So we're going to have a cutoff date that will be on the 31st for people who can join the 6-week group coaching that we're getting ready to start in November. For you guys that are on here and are signed up for the 6-week coaching class, or really it's just to answer your questions in a Zoom is basically what it is. So I can help you more like one-on-one instead of, you know, trying to answer the comments on YouTube maybe, or whatever you're trying to do. So we're going to stop the registration for that on October 31st, which I believe is Tuesday. I believe it's Tuesday. Then I said that the first meeting would be on November 1st, but I may put that on November 2nd, so you guys will be getting an email that are registered for the class telling you which date it's going to be, because I've had a lot of response that Thursday nights and Saturday at noon would be the best time for you, whether you're in the East Coast or the West Coast. So I believe we're going to look at doing it 2 days. We're going to divide up the group. That way you can hit whichever time works for you. We want everybody to be able to get in, ask their questions, get the help that you need in your personal finances. And let's see how good this group can be, how smoothly it can go. I'm very excited about the group meeting because I really feel like that we're going to get a lot of help to a lot of people a lot faster than I'm able to with just a one-on-one. I still have, all right, Brenda, you must be signed up, all right. So if you're still interested in signing up for the course, you do have a couple of more days. I'm going to have a link for the course underneath the video when we finish up here, and you can go register if you'd like to. Like I said, it's going to be Thursday nights. 9 p.m. is what I'm going for right now. We're kind of going to have a discussion about that too on the groups, and let's see, you know, is there a better time than Thursdays? Is there a better time than Saturdays? If there is, you know, I can change up my schedule and get everybody to where, you know, we want everybody to be able to attend the course. That's what I'm going for, okay? Let's see if we have, yes. It's Eastern Standard Time. Sorry about that. 9 p.m. It's the only one. Talisha is the only one that's 6 weeks in my website. You can go there. Let me pull up my YouTube on here because you guys are going so fast. I can't keep up with it. So let me see. Oh, one more thing I want to say. I care about your story. I know that we have some teachers that say they don't want to hear your story. They don't want to know why you're in debt. They just want to help you get out. You don't understand, unless you have worked one-on-one with me, you don't understand the beauty that I find behind your story. I learn so much from people and working with different people every day that have a story. We all have a story. Good or bad, you should be proud to take your story and turn it into good. So I like to hear your story. When we talk in our meetings, don't think I'm pushing you off. If I have another appointment, I have another appointment after that, but I want to hear what, you know, what you have going on, what led up to you being in a financial situation. Whether it was just out of stupidity, being crazy, spending money, or whether you've had an illness in the family, maybe you're a caregiver. I just enjoy knowing why you got to the position that you're in. And of course, the idea is to get you moving in a right direction so that you can come out of the stress of debt, right? We want everyone to have peace. Everyone to have peace. Yeah, okay, Wendy says the teacher should know the reason because it could help find a problem if there is one. Good idea, good idea. Fernando says, I was just thinking about that the other day. What about the situation what about the situation that got the person into the debt? Yeah, I just think that, yeah, just no money smarts. I just think that a lot of things get us into trouble. A lot of people have a lot of sad stories going on, and when I hear about that, I can pray with you. And then, you know, I'm just hoping that through getting the debt settled, as far as getting you into the control, allowing you to control your debt, then you can focus on the other issues that you have going on in life, and we all have them, right? I mean, whether it be that you have to travel somewhere next week, you don't want to be thinking about how you're going to be able to travel next week, right? You want your debt in order, under control, so that if you have to do something, you have the money available to you to do it. You're not stressed out about money. That's the whole point of me teaching velocity banking, is to bring some kind of peace to you financially so that you can deal with the rest of your life as you need to handle it. So, that being said, I'm not telling you not to tell me your story. When we talk, I like to hear what you're going through, and if, Lord have mercy, if there's anything I can help or pray with you about, then let's do it, right? So we want everybody to find peace. Now, that being said, let's look here. See if I can answer some questions for you guys now. Oh, I got so tickled when I went to sign on to go live just a few minutes ago. I looked at the picture that had snapped that was being used as the thumbnail, and you could only see like this much of my head. That was, sorry, inside joke. That was so funny. Okay, let's look here. Okay. Anna Isabel, I guess that's your name. You ask, what is the difference between the 6-week program and the $12.99 program? The mini course is nothing but 2-minute videos that give the definitions of the basics of velocity banking. That is not anything that is going to help you set up a strategy. That is doing nothing but giving you the basic definition, the terms that we use when we're talking about velocity banking, so that you have an idea of what we're talking about when we have a conversation or when you watch the videos. You understand what a line of credit is. You understand why it's different from a loan. So that's the $12.99 course. The 6-week course, of course, it's not even a course. This is a group coaching. This is 6 weeks. Where that you're going to be able to send me questions, and then I'm going to answer them through a Zoom call. So we're going to have a meeting. You'll be able to sign on, watch. It will be recorded so that you can go back and watch if you missed the class for some reason. I'm really going to try to cover every single thing I can in that would help you to get to the level that you need to be at, whatever level that is, whether you make $1,000 a month or whether you make $60,000 a month, which I did deal with that a couple of weeks ago. So a lot of people make a lot of money, and they're just paycheck to paycheck like everybody else. And I know that sounds crazy, and people want to get judgmental, and they want to say, who couldn't make it on $60,000 a month? Well, sometimes when you run certain businesses, there is a lot of expenses that come with those businesses. So if you haven't learned how to handle your money, it doesn't matter if you make $1,000 a month or $60,000 a month. You can still be paycheck to paycheck. So don't be roughing up anybody because they make a lot of money and they're not in control of their debt. That just comes from the system that we were all raised in. So we want to get up out of that. The point being, the class is going to hopefully put you in a position to get to work now. So if we have a class, say Thursday, maybe Friday morning, you'll know what to do about going to a bank to get the information that you need regarding a line, or what it is exactly you need to do next. That's basically what the whole meeting is going to be about. is if you're signed up and you're telling me what it is that you need, or what maybe you want me to look at your numbers and tell you what I think that you should do, or what I would do if I were in your situation. That's basically what we're going to be doing in a group form, so that I'm answering questions. Won't necessarily share, last names or anything like that, but just answering your questions so you can get the answers you need to jump in to Velocity Banking and hopefully get in control of your debt really quickly. That's the whole point of the group meeting. So it is on my website, fantasticfinances.com. Like I said, you have a couple of more days to sign up for that if you're interested. If not, I have other services, but remember, I'm going to say this out loud. You don't need anyone to help you do your finances. Those videos that are out there tell you everything you need to know. Don't be paying gurus to help you do your finances. There's no sense in that. The videos are there. I've got over 400 myself that you could watch and surely find your scenario and get busy and moving into Velocity Banking and getting your debt under control. Very excited with all of these testimonies that I am getting. Dudes, you guys are killing it. I have every single day, email after email. I have 103 emails right now that I haven't read, just from one day, of people telling me how the Velocity Banking concept is changing them financially. That's beautiful. I want to hear that. I want to know you guys are doing it. You're doing it well. You're having successes. Every day. I mean, I could sit and read, and probably will pull up a couple of emails and read the people that are getting the credit scores increased. They've paid off $8,000 in 6 weeks in debt that they never thought they could. Just, testimonies like that, one after another, makes me so very happy to know you guys are getting the help that you need. So, that being said, one more thing I just thought of. I'm not real sure, but I think I told my Facebook group earlier that I was going to be on at 9:30. So, yeah, I hope that, I'm glad it's almost 9:30, because I don't want them to think they missed anything. If you are not a part of the Facebook community, you guys have got to join that. I have some terrific people on there. They are reaching out and helping each other. You don't know how that warms my soul to know how people are learning so much that they're able to help a peer to actually get their own finances in order. So I go on there every day, probably every hour, and I look at the Facebook group and I see what's going on. I have people on there that are moderating for me, letting me know if we've got any negative stuff going on, if we have people in there trying to sell stuff, if we have people demeaning someone or demeaning Velocity Banking in general. So I do ban and block people that are troublemakers. So don't think that you're going to go on there and just get a regular group that's just, talking silly. These people are working out each other's problems together, and I'm sorry, that makes me so happy. Very tickled that they're helping each other. So if you need help, maybe you have questions that you can't get answered because I haven't seen them on YouTube yet, or you can't afford to do a service to find out the answers you need, then please join the Facebook community and ask the question in a post. You can even do it anonymously, so people don't know who you are. But that way you can get the answers you need for free and not have to pay anybody. Just let the group help you, and then I jump in there. Like I said, if I see there's a wrong answer, if I see that you know, that there's something that wasn't answered correctly, even just a little bit, I will go in and correct that. So I'm just saying, if you need answers and you can't afford to do a service or don't want to pay for a service, that is your answer. Having a lot of good success out of the Facebook community. Actually just got a message from them, so let's just see what they say. I'll give you some examples of what's going on in the Facebook community too. Maybe if I can pull it up. Okay. Okay, I have one that says, oh, for example, asking about a line of credit, where to get it. So if you're in a state and you haven't been able to get a line of credit, for example, in your area, you can go onto the Facebook community and say, hey, I'm in, you know, such and such city. Has anybody had any luck trying to find a line of credit in this area? And there's literally probably people on there that can go on and say, hey, I'm with this bank or credit union, try them. That happens every day. So just little things like that that can really help you to get the answers you need pretty quickly, because I've seen people ask a question right now and get an answer in 2 minutes. So it's just a really good resource if you're looking for another way to find answers. Let's see. Oh my gosh. So Kay Karen says, hi, glad I caught you live. My credit score went up 19 points in 1 month. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Thank you, Doyen from Antioch, California. You're the best. You're the best. Let's see. Free of judgment, free of debt. Absolutely. I don't have any right to be judging you for anything you've done, much less getting into debt, because I have been there, done that. Okay. Really appreciate your videos. Steve Martin, are you the Steve Martin? Do you play the banjo? Let's see. Melody says, I finally figured out how to post. I wasn't making fun with the precious t-shirt. Ah, you are precious. Thank you, Melody. Thank you so much. Melody is the one, if y'all didn't see it, if you're just now signing on, she got me this. Isn't it precious? So she says, you're always saying people are precious, and I guess she's telling me I'm precious. So thank you so much, Melody. I think that's so precious. Very excited about that. I mentioned too, she got this wall art back here. Melody, does it look good? Do you like it? Do you like it? And then she also got me the nauseating or nauseous glasses or whatever that you wear when you're flying or boating or whatever, and I forgot them on my flight. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So Steve Martin says, sorry, no hair, no money, and no arrow. Okay. Okay, good. All right, let's see what else we have going on. Larry Branch says, Christy, I've not seen a video by you for people who have their credit cards paid completely off. How to proceed each month once you are out of debt, except my auto loan. Larry, if you had a line of credit you could transfer that auto loan into, you would be getting out of debt pretty quickly, probably. I don't know your whole situation, but I'm glad you're out of credit card debt. Jesus is on here answering questions. He is awesome. So if he's answering your question, you can about guarantee that it's going to be a correct answer. Melody says she loves the sign. Thank you so much. I love it. I used it in a video that's upcoming with Chris Noggle. So I did the same setup with a video that hopefully that we're going to, or he's going to be releasing on his channel. And I just thought I want to share that because that is so pretty. And I think that my camera is sideways and it's tilted a little bit because it looks to be tilted just a bit. Okay. I'm in Brooklyn, New York. I'm trying to find a bank that offers PLOC since I don't have a home. Do you have any suggestions? Is anyone in Brooklyn, New York that can help Maurice with that question? Because I cannot. Again, that's where the Facebook community comes in. So if you're interested in that, then please go there and ask that question. They probably have your answer. Okay. Let's see, Christy, you and I have spoke. I remember, Larry, I remember. My credit score is too low for a line of credit. Though my cards are paid off, my credit score will not go up. Larry, maybe you ought to get, or you need to work those credit cards because that should increase your score if you're using the credit cards. So I don't remember if you had something on your credit that is causing it to be too low, but the credit card should be able to pull you up out of that if you're revolving those accounts like you should be. Oh, Steve Martin says that he's watched the videos and he's got his line of credit, I believe he said, and he is ready to go. Well, I'm so glad to hear that. Love 'tis true. Anitra from Texas. I'm so excited to watch you live. I'm so excited that you are here. We got James Moore in Michigan. Lim 5673 says, I appreciate the anonymous option. I have a VA that is in my Facebook, so thanks for that. Okay, all right. The Facebook page name, it's underneath every video. The private community group link is under each video, so you're welcome to go there, check that out. It is Fantastic Finances, by the way. Todd and Shelly here. Hello, we have a PLOC and a 0% interest credit card. What would be the best strategy to make use of them? Guys, the 0% credit cards are excellent for transferring debt into them just to sit, okay? Yes, you're going to have an initial fee, a transfer fee of 3 to 5%. So if you have a high interest loan, any interest loan actually, that you could pull over into a 0% card and just let it sit there for a while until you are ready with your other debt paid down a little so you can start grabbing that 0% in. I always let mine run out the term because, well, why not? I'm leveraging the bank. So I have several, probably 5 0% sitting out there right now with balances. And when they start coming to the end of their term, I will pull them off, put them into my HELOC, and start letting my income work them down. So if you have not thought of the 0% interest credit cards, you really ought to look into that. If you have a credit score of over probably 660, you can start getting some. And they really make a difference for letting your debt just sit. And every dime you put on them is paying off that principal every month after you get them on there, okay? So that is a great idea. If you have any debt then, Steve, you can just, oh, I'm sorry, Todd, not Steve. You can pull any debt that you have into the 0%, and then use your PLOC to start working down your other debt. We have a meeting, don't we? We have a meeting coming up. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited I was able to catch a live. I'm so excited for you too, Marquee. Does anyone in the chat chat know of any banks in North Carolina or New York City that offer a PLOC. I don't know that. Hopefully somebody will answer you here in just a second. Oh, good. I did say 9 o'clock in Facebook. Okay, because I was thinking I said 9:30, but good. Okay. PNC does offer PLOCs, yes. I think U.S. Bank is doing real good with them, if I'm not mistaken. Guys, on the last live that I did, I talked about how that if your bank or credit union has a credit card with them, like if you have a credit card with your bank or your credit union currently, check to see if they won't link that credit card to your checking account as an overdraft protection would be. That means that when it's linked, you are using the line of credit and just running everything through your checking account. So this checking will stay at a zero balance. You will, say, write a check to your mortgage company. When it hits your checking account with the zero balance, it'll bounce over here at your PLOC or your credit card, pick up the mortgage payment, pay it off, okay? Very excellent way to use a credit card as a line of credit. Most banks do the link. Some charge fees. Mine does not. I'm with a credit union. I have a HELOC and a PLOC and a credit card. None of them charge any fees to do the withdrawals. So, and they're automatic because I keep my checking account at a zero balance. I keep my savings account at a zero balance. That way, when anything hits that account, it automatically goes out to the line of credit, pulls the money in for the item that's needed to be paid, and then you're done. I'm not even thinking about it. The only thing that I think about is transferring my income back into the line when I get paid. Very easy process. So I hope you guys can get that set up. If you can, that could be your PLOC and you don't even know that you have it because you weren't aware. So check with your banks. Jazz says it's a great group. Thank you so much. Lori Moore says, love your videos. Wish I knew this strategy years ago. I know that's the truth. I do too. Larry says, Christy, when I put a monthly charge on the card, it sometimes increases my usage over 30% and then reduces my score. That shouldn't, Larry, if you're doing velocity banking correctly, it should never report a balance. If you already have a zero balance on your credit cards and you're, say, paying for your gas every month on a credit card, then you should be paying that off at the due date. Or at least putting it in, like if you buy gas today, pay it off tomorrow. That's what I mean about revolving. I don't mean let it get built up to over 30%, okay? Navy Federal will not link. I do know that, yes. Hi, Margie Decker. She says this is her first live. What else we got here? I was added as an authorized user to Discover. Should I apply for a 0% credit card? If your credit score is over 660, then you probably would have a good shot at it. If you go to creditkarma.com, it will actually tell you what you're eligible for, so maybe you could try that first. I remember I checked that one time though, and it didn't show me any 0%, so I just had to look online, and I think I ended up getting one from Bank of America and one from USAA, so you might have to look for those. Those 0% cards do have a minimum payment, so don't forget. Yeah. Absolutely, you have to, because everything you pay is going to the principal. You're no longer paying interest, so you are winning with 0%. Let's see. NFCU 0.99% first 12 months, then APR kicks in. Good, Taisha. Talisha, you should use that and just make sure that you get it out of that card. The balance is off of the card before the new APR kicks in, because you don't want to be paying the interest. Can American Express be used as an LOC? Tanya says. It's a credit card, so you would have to use it like credit cards are to be used, but yes, you could use it for the velocity process. Christy, when I put a monthly charge on, oh, how did I get back to there? Vanita, I told you the link to the Facebook group is underneath each video, so you can go there. Hayden and Sarah says, is it ever okay to file bankruptcy? I am not a bankruptcy fan, and I am not a national debt relief fan. I am not a debt consolidation into loans fan. The reason being, the bankruptcy and the national debt relief, or any of these consolidated debt relief companies that are taking over people's credit cards and destroying their credit for years and years and years, there's no sense in that. I can't even think of a good reason to file bankruptcy. I wouldn't do it, but I make suggestions, you make decisions. I am not a financial advisor, although I do have many financial advisors as clients. So I'm just telling you, I would look at other options besides filing for bankruptcy and any kind of national debt relief or anything like that. So I would not do that if you can help it. Let's see. Yes, all of the advice, it's not advice. Like I said, I'm not a financial advisor. I make suggestions. But yes, it is for U.S. banking system only. Canadians do use the system. The UK does use the concept, but at the same time, there's a little bit of difference in between those. So you have to figure out what the difference is in your nation and realize that I am speaking only of the United States banking system. So that's all I know, okay? Santiago says, Christy, thank you for all you do. I'm very happy to be on this live chat with all of these amazing people. Thank you so much for that. Joe Young says, is there a best time to pay your income on your credit card to help your credit score, etc.? It's very important that you pay by the due date, of course, right? But if you do micro chunks or even small payments into the credit card, that tends to raise your credit score. So like I said a minute ago, if you go to the gas station today, spend $50, put $50 back in tomorrow. I just put all of my income into my line of credit anytime I'm paid, whether it's daily, weekly, monthly, bi-weekly. However you're paid, transfer the money into the line so that that income can go sit on that line for a while and really keep the interest costs down for you. Let's see. Jackie is talking. Oh, Jackie loves Jesus. That's beautiful. Thank you for sharing that. My mortgage is $186 at a 2.5%. How can I pay it off quickly? Thanks. You could look into a first lien HELOC if you have a credit score of 700 or more. Tammy says don't do it. I think she must be talking about the bankruptcy. I have had a really, really, really hard time helping people that have had bankruptcies. And if you're in a debt relief company, let me tell you about the debt relief companies for a minute. My experience again, but the ones that I work with, I can't work with. I'm just going to be out loud about that. When you have turned your credit cards over to a company that literally sit there for 3 months waiting for your credit cards to go over 90 days so that the credit cards will start settling, with them, the company, you can do the exact same thing yourself. You do not need a company to ruin your credit for you. You can ruin your credit all by yourself, okay? Don't pay someone to ruin your credit with your credit cards. If you want to ruin your credit, then let your credit card sit for 90 days. Don't make a payment, and then talk to them about settling the account. You can do that all by yourself, and it doesn't cost you a dime. You're not paying a company to do it for you. That's personally the way I feel about National Debt Relief. That's the way I feel about any of these debt relief companies that take over the credit cards. I'm going to give you a sad story. I worked with an elderly lady last week. She had perfect credit. She called a, what was it called? Debt consolidation company, I believe it was. Because she had 6 credit cards that she was making credit card payments every month on time. She had a great credit score, over 700. And can you believe that she turned her credit cards over to them thinking they were going to pay her bills for her? Well, she went in after seeing these videos to get a HELOC on her home. Well, they told her her score was 510. And she couldn't understand it. And they said, well, you haven't made your credit card payments in over 3 months. So she literally was giving money to a company that they weren't even using yet because they were waiting for this 90-day period to be up. So they're going to settle out her credit cards that were not even in trouble. That's what you call taking advantage of the elderly. Very, very sad situation. So I could not help her because the company still has her credit cards tied up. Her credit's ruined, and now I don't know what she's going to do. I just don't know. That angers me when I see stupid stuff like that happening to the American people. And people thinking that a company is going to help them. Why didn't they explain to her, hey, we just help people that are in trouble with their credit card debt. People that are already late on their payments. Instead of just taking her money, taking her credit card information, and just letting it sit. They hadn't even done anything yet, and it had been over 90 days. So that's what I'm saying. Please be very careful when you're dealing with these companies that act like they're helping you to settle your credit card debt. If you want to settle your credit card debt, do it yourself. If you don't care, for your credit being absolutely destroyed, then let them sit for months and don't make payments. Guess what? They're going to end up settling with you. So I just could not believe that situation. That's very, very sad. The lady's daughter is the one that had figured out that she had turned over her credit cards to that company, thinking they were going to pay her bills. She was sending them money to pay her bills. She was sending them money to sit in a pot while they wait for her credit to be destroyed and her credit cards to go bad. So once you're to that situation, I can't even help you. We're going to need some kind of credit repair system to come in and help you. Literally, I don't even know. I'm just being honest. I don't know what to do in those situations. But I do know that if you are at the point right now to where your credit cards are maxed, that doesn't mean you're in trouble to the point you can't be helped. That means you need to start using Velocity Banking to help you work out of the credit card debt. But to stop making payments, to turn it over to a company that's going to act like that they're settling those cards for you, please think about that. Don't ruin your credit like that. Let's try Velocity Banking, and if it works, then hey, you're in a new place. If it doesn't, then you can do whatever you want to do. But at least give Velocity a shot. with your credit cards before you do something as crazy as turning it over to another company to ruin your credit and to destroy your reputation with the credit card companies, okay? That being said, I just wanted to share how absolutely devastating some of the decisions that you make with your credit cards can be, and they are long term. So I'm talking long term, okay? Once you're in a situation where you have a 90-day, where you haven't been paying your payments, that is going to take a minute to fix. It is. It's going to take you getting away from that situation, okay, guys? I know I ranted. I felt like... Did I just do a Dave Ramsey rant? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, somebody stop me. I feel like Dave Ramsey ranting. I think I need to like cut out this portion of the video and put Christy Vann rant. You know, like he does on his videos. I might do that. I think that's pretty cool. Okay. Sorry. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, don't give up, y'all. We can do this. I love you. Love 'tis true. That is great. I love your enthusiasm. Yes, keep them open. You don't need to ever shut down your credit cards. Even after they're paid off, keep them open. That's very good for your credit score. Gracie says, hi, Christy. I love it. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Let's see. Flex Honcho says, one of your videos was a recommendation a few months ago that helped me finally understand this strategy. Now I need to find a short video to help me understand infinite banking. We're going to be releasing some more videos on infinite banking. I just released one, I think, last week, so maybe you can find that one. That got a lot of questions answered. Be of good cheer says, love this channel. Thank you so much. Let's see. Celeste says that she was granted a PLOC with a credit union that is linked to her checking account. It's only $2,500, but I will take it. Pulling the trigger with VB this week. Thanks for your videos. Thank you for sharing that, Celeste. I know you're going to do great. It doesn't take long to get that increase. I had a lady that went from 0 credit cards even to $500 credit card to $2,500 credit card within 3 months, maybe 2 months. It was really fast. And now she is in a $100,000 HELOC. I'm talking since February. So that is pretty fast movement to get into a $100,000 HELOC. Her credit score was 580 when we started. Okay, so the strategies that I give you all, I'm not just pulling them out of a hat. I've not been watching other videos to tell you how to do it. These are strategies that are tried and true by myself. So if I'm sharing something with you, then I have seen it actually work with myself or with the clients. And I want you to have an opportunity to know what you may be able to use as well to help you in your own situation. Yes, Julianne, Chris Noggle is who I have the infinite banking videos with, so you can check them out. We are doing more. Let's see. Jennifer gives a thumbs up. Larry says, as Christy knows, I had not paid on my credit cards for 4 months due to my auto accident. It killed my score. Now I am paid off, but no credit card score increase. Be patient, Larry. Be patient. You've been through a lot. You just got to be a little bit patient. Hi, Christy. Lots of love from British Columbia, Canada. Wish we could get lines of credit Wish we could get lines of credit as easy as it seems in the USA. You do have to look for them no matter where you're at. You have to look. It says, Wendy says, is it normal for credit score to drop 50 points when added as an authorized user with the balance of 9331? Yes, Wendy. Anytime something hits your credit, it's going to ding it, okay? It may be for a minute. It's not going to be long. So you might see an increase in your next reporting. So don't get discouraged, guys. I hear that every day. My credit score took a plummet just as soon as I started using my credit card as an expense card. Then that's normal, okay? So don't get discouraged. I've seen them drop, 20 to 50 points, and then the next month they'll be up 50 to 90 points. So hang in there, be patient. Let's see here. Thank you so much for your advice. Christy, when can you and I talk on the phone? Oh my goodness, I don't know. Are you scheduled? What's a PLOC? A PLOC is a personal line of credit. Oh, Celeste already answered that for me. Thank you. Yeah, never close accounts because it will drop your credit score. So Cheddars says, thank you. My velocity starts this week. Woohoo. I'm so excited for you. So excited for you. Steve Martin, you can pay your mortgage any way you want to with a first lien HELOC or chunks. Totally your decision. PLOC is linked to the checking account. That is awesome. That is awesome. Is it bad advice to never lock a mortgage in for more than 1 year at a time, even if the 1 year rate is 7.70, 5 years fixed at 5.14? Are you talking a mortgage? Are you talking about a variable on a mortgage? Or are you talking about a HELOC, a home equity line of credit? Because I don't know of a 1 year rate at 7.7 on a mortgage. I know of a 30-year mortgage at 7.7 today. It's ridiculous. Joe Casey says, is there anything similar for businesses? I have 2 single-member LLCs and would like to pay off my overhead quicker to start turning a greater profit soon. Yes, Joe, this can be used for businesses. Okay, Janelle says, hi, Christy. Because of you, I got approved for a PLOC of $25,000, guys. Did you hear that? With her credit union. Paid off all personal loans and high-interest credit cards. Only 0% credit card will start VB tomorrow. Wish me luck. I wish you bunches and bunches and bunches of luck, Janelle. I'm so excited for you. I remember how excited I was when I got my first line at 15,000. I was like, oh my gosh, I own the world, because it turned everything upside down for me. Same thing then with my HELOC when I got it. So it's exciting. It's really exciting when you get to really focus on velocity and getting rid of your debt. Let's see, what about old cards you got to help fix your credit that have an annual fee? Now, I have closed cards that have an annual fee, yes. One at a time, about every 6 months, okay? Don't just close them all out at one time. Started my velocity journey this week, RTR DRD says, awesome. Wendy says, when should we apply for a PLOC? We're doing VB first to pay off credit card debt. I hope, in hopes of better chance of buying a house. That's awesome. You can apply for a PLOC anytime you have a credit score over 660, 670. Probably the best. I've heard of some people getting them at 650. So you'll have to ask your bank or credit union what the credit score is that they allow a PLOC to be given. Yeah, I don't keep cards that charge annual fees either, but be careful how you shut them down. If that's like a major card and one of your big ones, then hold on to it until you get another line that's going to maybe serve you better. But just to be honest with you, if you've had a line of credit for 5 years or more, and you close it out, it's going to drop your score for a minute, because that's part of your history and they like to see credit history. Yes, DN Dad Venture or D&D Adventure or I'm sorry, I don't know what your name is there. I was hearing that you cannot get HELOCs in Texas. Is this true? Yes, that is true. Well, that's kind of true. They're very different with how they handle property in Texas, in Hawaii, and in Alaska. So, Texas, you can get a HELOC in certain areas. I do have many clients that have HELOCs in Texas, but they are different to use. So you might not be able to take but like a $4,000 withdrawal at one time. Higher interest rates are just different things with Texas. So yeah, check into that. Kim says, I just closed on a HELOC this week. Congratulations. One Sluggeroo says he started in September. Excellent. Let's see here. Anna Isabel says, if we're not reissued a card because of issued with past payment, should you close it and try to settle the amount owed and create a payment plan? Yeah, I would probably want to pay that one off and get that off of your credit. Credit cards, though, I'm going to be serious for a minute with them. If you have a problem with a credit card and say that you have gone over 30, 60, 90 days, it's literally just takes time to get away from that incident, because I have had that years ago, and it was with Capital One, and I could not get to them to release that. So it literally stayed on my credit for almost 10 years. It was a long time. 9 years, I know. So I don't know how they do that. Some are 7 years, some are 9 years. I don't know how they determine that, but I know that that one sat on my credit forever and a day. So just be careful not to go over 30 days if you can at all help it, okay? Another thing is BBT that's now Truist. I was 1 day late, not over 30 days. My payment, say, was due on the 15th. I remembered it and made it on the 16th. Let me tell you what really happened. Actually, I have all of my stuff set up on automatic to pay the minimum, just in case I miss something or I forget something. The minimum is made for the month. So I had that set up that way. And this has just been maybe 2 or 3 years ago. So it was due, let's say, on the 15th. For some reason, the automation on that card did not work that month. And I got a notice from the bank that, hey, you missed your payment. I went on immediately, paid the payment, right? Paid it off, probably, knowing me. So they literally cut my credit limit that day because I missed making, not on the due date, the next day. They cut my limit $4,000. They can do anything they want to do when they want to do it, okay? So please be aware of that. And if you're going to take care of your credit cards, make sure that you are maybe making several payments throughout the month so that you're not even getting close to missing that due date. Definitely try to pay it off on the due date so that you don't gain any interest from that. And for goodness sake, do not go over 30 days on a credit card, because they will not release that off of your credit score. So that's some personal advice right there that I've actually ran into, okay? Deb Bryan gave $2. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Kay Lauren says, I was behind on a credit card. They sent me to collection twice and it went back to them. I called and rearranged an amazing settlement. Don't give up. No bankruptcy. Very good information. Mary says, hello from northern New Mexico. Hello, hello. Gina says, I can't apply for a HELOC until I get my credit higher. Also, does a PLOC have a higher interest rate than a HELOC? Yes, they usually do. Yes, they do. They usually do have a higher interest rate. Oh, I had BBT for 20 years. Love them. Now Truist is horrible. I don't know because I won't deal with them anymore since they did that on my credit card. I do have the credit card open and I'll use it about every 6 months just to keep it active for my credit. But I literally would like to shut that down. That was a little bit irritating. Because there was no reason that they would cut my limit over missing one day. I mean, come on, dudes. Life happens, right? Let's see. Hey, Jesus, you're still helping people. Thank you so much. Crow Moon says, hello from South Carolina. I love your channel and your wise advice. I don't give advice. I make suggestions. Remember, guys, I'm dead serious when I say I have tried all of this, and the only reason that I'm sharing it with you is so that you can have information, okay? E-Unit 08, I have my phone bill set up on auto pay on my debit card because it used to be on my credit card. It is because they give me $10 off. Should I keep it on the debit or go credit? I also have Verizon, and I too pay through my checking account through the debit card so that they will give me the discount as well. So there are just some things that you are better off to let go through your checking account. Remember what I said, though. If your checking account is linked to your credit card or a HELOC, then it's all going through your checking account anyway, right? Love Tis True says, you just answered my question about a creditor not canceling credit card I've been with for 10 plus years. I tried to request a lower interest rate, but I guess that isn't possible these days. Probably not. I know that it is very crazy out there with the interest rates. D&D Adventure says, what is the best of your videos to have my doubtful wife watch about Velocity Banking to introduce her to you? Wow, there's just so many, right? Probably the one where I did the mortgage comparison of how much interest you can save in a year. That's probably a good one for her to watch that shows how Velocity Banking changes up how much you're paying in interest. Helen says, just stopping in saying that I appreciate all of your work. Just started Velocity Banking. Very happy to hear that. Kay Lauren says, if anyone is in Philadelphia area, American Heritage, FCU, they have a credit card that can link to your bank accounts. That's what I use. Thank you so much for that, Kay Lauren. See, information like that is so helpful to people. So please share that information. Let's see, what else? What did I miss? Did I miss? Is it Umair Bashir? I want to kiss? Okay, good. Let's see. My bank charges an annual fee of $50 for the PLOC. That is not normal to me, so I don't know if you're beating the $50 with how you're beating your debt to death with it, then it might be okay, but that's not, I haven't heard of a PLOC with an annual fee. Jack Cutaback says, my wife and I have recently discovered your amazing method. Thank you so much. It is fantastic, isn't it? It's fantastic. That's why I had to put that on the channel, because it changed my life. It's fantastic. It's exciting. It gives you a great outlook for your financial future. So I call it fantastic for a reason. Let's see. You all are answering each other's questions. I just love that. My friend says, after your debt is less than your income, do you finish the debt off by paying extra cash flow and the monthly payment? After your debt is less than your income. Okay, you're talking about you have cash flow. Do you finish off the debt by any extra cash flow? Yes, you would definitely put your cash flow onto whatever debt you're wanting to pay off. Yes. C. Parker says, hola, hello. Gina says, I paid off $4,000 in credit card debt and my score went up 16 points to 680 and now have an offer for 0% at 18 months. Listening to you, I should apply. I was worried my credit score will drop again. It will, Gina. It will. I'm just going to be out loud. It's going to drop again when you apply. But it doesn't matter. If you apply and you're approved, then you don't need your credit score to be high at this moment, right? And so as you're working down the debt, the credit score will come back up. So do not get excited when your credit score drops. Even if it drops, it doesn't matter. You're not going to need it once you have the line that you need to work with, right? If it drops, it'll take it a couple, 3 months to start coming back up, maybe just the next month. You just can't tell exactly how quickly it will come up, but as your debt is paying down, your credit score is going to go up. Is it Nisi? 803 Abel says, hey, you all, just got my first break of the night. Let's go. Yeah. Hello, I've watched all of your videos and I think I could do V-banking. I just need some guidance, so working towards looking some time with you. Okay, Alexandria. I just appreciate you guys. Yes, Jesus, you're answering so many questions. I appreciate that so much. So much. Should I chunk my student loan debt first or very low interest credit card debt? I love that, Nanya business. I love that. You can do it however you want to do it. If the student loan debt is going to give you the highest gain of cash flow when you pay that off, then you maybe want to look at that. Anna says, what credit score do you need to be able to get a PLOC? Like I said, some will do it at 640, some want 660, some want 680. 680 is usually for a HELOC, so you should be able to get a PLOC around 650. At least I did back in the day. Karen says, I've been with you since June and you have helped me so much with Velocity Banking. You are a godsend. Thank you. Thank you, Karen, for saying that. I appreciate you so much. People are so kind. I appreciate that so much. Hey, Jesus, is somebody else asking you if you do this? Because I've told you you need to help people. You're so good at what you do. You're so good at what you do. Alexandria, you'll need to say what area you are in, but there's a lot of PLOCs around and they're usually at the credit unions and of course some banks. Okay, I just answered the question about the line of credit and the credit score that you need. Yeah, 660 is a good rate or a good score for you to be able to look into a PLOC. Alright guys, I feel like that I've answered a lot of questions. I feel like that you all are doing really well. I want everyone to be excited. I want you to have hope and to know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Any debt that you're in, that you can jump out of that probably pretty quickly. I mean, I had a lady this past week, which I could sit and talk all day long about the clients I work with, because they'll come to me weighed down and stressed out because they've got so much debt, but they're just putting their money in the wrong places. And when we just tweak that a little bit of where they're putting their money, you know, start putting it into a line instead of into making payments, you would not believe how fast people are getting out of debt, just tweaking where they're putting their money. That's all it is. Most people are not in a bad situation. You just feel like you're in a bad situation because you are making payments. But once you learn how to use a line of credit, how quickly it can really wipe out debt, how quickly you could be out of debt, it's amazing. I have 26-year mortgage loans all day long that end up being at a payoff of 7 to 8 to 9 years max. So that to me makes my heart happy, is when I see the look on people's faces that feel like they're weighed down by debt. And when we show them, if they just tweak where they're putting their money just a little bit and change up the loans into the lines, that they're out of debt within 5, 6, 7 years. All day long I do this, all day long, and people are really, really making a lot of headway. They're excited. I get to jump up and down with people every day. I get to cry with people every day. People are having a hard time out there, so I want everyone to know there is hope, okay? Yes, Credit Karma is good to go look at. You kind of got to know their scores are a little bit maybe higher than they actually are, but it gives you a good place to start to look at your credit score. Okay, thank you, FLP. Thank you so much. I am wanting people to understand velocity, so that when the person said earlier that they're afraid I'm going to get canceled, if I push this message right now and get it out to reach as many people as possible, then you know, okay? Now you have a choice. I make suggestions, you make decisions. You have a choice on what you're going to choose. Are you going to stay in the banking system that you were raised in, that taught you how to pay your bills, taught you how to make payments, taught you how to have that 6-month fund, the emergency fund, you know, everybody says you got to have. It tells you how to put your cash into 401ks and to other investments. If you're going to live by the old system, that's your choice. And I'm not mad at you for making that choice. But my whole mission is to get the word out to you. If I get the message of velocity banking and its concept out to you, and then you decide to stay in the old system, the Dave Ramsey system, then do it. Not mad at you. I want you to be happy, whatever that means. But if you want a new way of life when it comes financially, the freedom that you can gain financially, then you might want to step into the world of peace, where velocity banking helps you to get things set up on lines of credit, to start using your income to serve you instead of just paying payments and interest to the banks, okay? The whole point is to get you financial peace, okay? Michelle, you will understand if you keep watching videos. It will come to you, and the struggle's real. I'm not acting like it's not. I've been there. I know how it feels. But I believe that every single person that puts their mind and their focus on getting out of debt, that velocity banking can certainly help you, and it can help you quite quickly. Should I start with my 0% personal card and get a FICO back, or 22% biz credit card? That's totally your option. It sounds like either one would work depending upon your cash flow. So you just have to kind of watch some videos and see if you have a scenario that would help you figure that out. Kate says, is there anything for low incomers, infinite banking, who can't save 15 times their low income age? I'm 47, still keen to learn, but need to start small. I'm a caregiver on a low income. Good night, God bless. Kate, I've heard you can start as low as you want. They want you to do it 10 or 15, I think it's 10 times your age, right? It's 15 times your age if you're over a certain age, I think it is. But they want you to do at least 10 times your age, because if you're able to put in anything, it will still grow. The 10 times your age is just going to help you maximize the growth, I guess, okay? You probably would want to talk to someone on Chris Nagel's team to kind of find out more about that. If you need a link to him, let me know and I can get that to you. Let's see. LifeLock, that charges, right? That's a subscription. Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't know that. I don't use LifeLock. I mean, if you want to do that, that's fine. But I definitely don't pay any subscriptions for stuff like that when Experian, Credit Karma, all them give you an idea where your credit score is standing. Jesus, your thoughts. I owe IRS $1,508K on credit card at 9.9%. How should I go about this? If you owe the IRS anything, I always say get that out of their hands, because they're charging you so much in fees and penalties, probably late charges, interest, anything else they can think up to throw on you, and try to take your house if you don't pay it. Get rid of the IRS. Pay them off with a credit card. Yes, they're going to charge you 3.5% to put it onto a credit card, but that's going to be nothing compared to what they're going to do to you in interest charges and late charges and penalties and blah, 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 and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. So pay off the IRS, okay? If you can get a 0% and let it set on there, that would be great. No, I do not have an Excel spreadsheet used for chunking tracking each month. No, I do not. So I answered that for a lot of people, right? Good evening, Veronica. How do you tell how much to ask for a PLOC? Michael Davis is asking that question. That's a good question. Usually the banks have a limit. So my credit union has a $15,000 max on their PLOC / credit card. Then your credit score will determine how much of that $15,000 you're able to get. Okay. What is the difference between a checking line of credit and a personal line of credit? I don't think much. Some people use their checking line of credit as a PLOC. Some say they don't have any fees. So it really just depends on if it's a fee or not associated. But there's really not a difference. Night Kate from UK, thank you for dropping in. I know it's late there. Let's see. Roughly how much higher than the credit unions are Credit Karma scores? That's a good question too, Albert. I just kind of have gotten used to, I haven't looked at my credit score in so long, I don't even know, okay, let me be honest. But I think that, like, if Credit Karma is showing that you're at a 650, you might actually be at a 635, maybe. Because the Credit Karma, they give you a Vantage score that say, people like, I don't know, certain businesses might use to get that score. I know, like the government, if they do the government loans or whatever, they use the Vantage score, I'm pretty sure. The FICO score is used by most like car companies and stuff like that. But have you seen the silliness of the FICO score? Because they have a mortgage FICO, they have a car loan FICO, it's so crazy. It's like, why don't you just use the FICO score, whether it be TransUnion, Experian, Equifax, whatever, and stop the silliness of having different rates for the car loans, the mortgage loans, all that fun stuff. They're doing that just to charge you more interest. Come on. That's why I don't even like looking at the mortgage loan, the car loans, because I have no intention of getting one of those. And so they do that, giving you a lower score for the car loans and the mortgages, because they're going to charge you more interest because you have a lower score, period. That's why they're doing that. So if you can avoid a loan at all costs, you are going to save yourself a lot of money, okay? Should I put utilities and car insurance in my credit card even though they charge a percentage? By the way, you are awesome. Thank you, Migdalia. No, if they're charging fees to do that, if you're cash rewards on your credit card is not making up for the fee they're charging, then don't. Yeah, I wouldn't waste the money unless it's really just going to help you out in interest. That would be the only way I would do that. Deb Brine, I have not seen messages or questions, but I'm really not answering everybody's. I'm sorry. I don't know if I skipped you or not. I already talked about debt consolidation companies. They make me want to put my finger in my throat and gag. Very sad how they're doing, people. So, not a fan. I mean, you can go to them if you want to, but my suggestion is try everything but a debt consolidation company first. Month 5 of Velocity Banking. Thank you, Sky. You've been with me a long time. I love your name, Sky Walker. Like that. Good. I'm glad. I hope everything is going well for you guys. I am going to jump off of here, though. I have got other things I've got to get ready for tomorrow morning. It's a big week. The 6-week course is going to start on Thursday. So excited for you guys that are a part of that. Michelle, you are awesome. You are welcome. I'm trying to get my daughter to see you. I hope she will listen. My daughters don't even listen, so it's okay. Trust me, life has a way of making you listen, right? You're welcome, Hooray Rat. Doesn't life teach us lessons that we don't want to learn, right? What is the John Cougar Mellencamp song where he says, stay 16 as long as you can? Life has a way of making us grow up into women and men. Would you like for me to sing that song for you, or I could play it? I love 80s. I love 80s. What size of the 6-week course? It is being offered. It's on fantasticfinances.com. The last day you can sign up is Tuesday of this week. So if you're going to sign up for that, please do so now so that you can get in. It's a 6-week group coaching is what it is. So you can send me questions. I can answer your questions on the Zoom meeting. It is recorded, so if you miss a class, you can go back and pick up the Zoom meetings, okay? You're welcome, Doyen. You're welcome, Michael. Thank you all so much for joining me. Mrs. P, Ohio Sluts, and more. I'm excited for you all to get started. Sue says thank you. I'm just getting my details together tomorrow for your course. Oh, goody, Sue. So excited. 80s were the best. I would like to go back and live them all again. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you so much. Bless you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of the community. If you need another community, the Facebook private group is an excellent community where you can get some answers absolutely free if you go on there and ask. Thank you, Crow Moo. Yes, I have negative cash flow videos under my playlist, Emily. If you're in that situation, then go there. I just hope that, man, we're going to have an 80s night. I realize you guys are into it as much as I am, but John Cougar Mellencamp, he has some great songs, doesn't he? And Queen, and I could sit here and just name. Foreigner is coming to town this week. Foreigner, does everybody know Foreigner? Yes. Thank you. God bless you in this channel. Thank you so much. Karen, Colleen, and Margie, thank you. I hope you guys have a terrific week. If you all want to join the 6-week course, like I said, get on there by Tuesday. It's at fantasticfinances.com. All my services are. But remember, you don't need anyone to help you. You can do this all by yourself. And yeah, Flex, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, Steve Martin. Pick up that banjo. I hear another guy named Steve Martin's really good at it. Bye, Veronica. Yeah, check into the services, but like I said, you don't need anybody to help you. Those videos tell you everything you need to know. I watched one video when this came to me, and I was like, oh, that is for me. That's been about 13, 14 years ago. So you can do it. I know you can. I'm excited for you. I want to hear how you're doing, so keep me updated. Send me comments on YouTube. I do run through those every day 2 or 3 times, so I'm keeping up with you guys. I just don't always have time to put in answers. I just appreciate how good you guys are to me, how grateful you are, and all I want to see is that you all will see the light at the end of the tunnel and that you're going to step into the financial peace that you deserve. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you very, very soon. Have a good week.